Пум-пум-пум, пум-пум-пум. Сейчас у нас все загрузится. Мгм. Так, скажи что-нибудь какую-нибудь фразу очень длинную.
Э, Я не падаю с небес, я
Скажи
иногда
что...
по Волжье существует несуществующая структура власти.
Все.
Я не падаю с небес,
Скажи... Ага. Так, тебя слышно.
тебя нет.
Меня слышно тоже так. Но тебя надо будет подкрутить, я это сделал. Ага, значит, ну, тогда у нас придется без музыки. Ну ладно, не очень-то и хотелось.
Ну, вряд ли, мы, скорее всего, будем это перепилить.
Ага. Ладно, хрен с ней с музыкой тогда. Так, я сейчас начну трансляцию, собственно. Готов?
Да,
Ага. Бум, бум. And we are back online. This is Egefet as always. And today, oh, actually, I need to introduce you, right?
yeah, you should, I suppose.
Today we have a special guest who is not a blogger or an artist or anyone
Or
at all.
anyone worth mentioning, to be honest.
But we will give him a mention anyway. Today's guest is AshFlame, aka Ash. Hello, Ash.
Hello, Ag. Nice. It's very nice being with you today.
The pleasure.
It's finally taking part in its
Yeah.
streams.
Yeah, finally. And we're hoping to see you more on our streams because, I'm actually recording, yeah. It would nice. It would be nice to see you more on our streams. Right now we don't have a lot of people. We're just being watched by one person. I always
That
have.
might be me, actually.
Oh, really?
it's quite possible.
Yeah.
Quite possible that it's me.
You know, we always have like one loner who watches me and doesn't comment or say anything. It's very strange, but I'm still grateful for that. And hey, if you like those kind of videos, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing because this will help our channel to grow. And without further ado, let's continue to draw. Today we draw Alandien from World of Warcraft. AshFlame, you are an expert in World of Warcraft. What do you think about Alandien?
Since when? Since when am I considered an expert in Warcraft or any other?
You are, as far as I'm concerned, you are the creator, one of the original creators of Warcraft universe.
It's quite a surprise to me either.
Yes, it's. Well, tell me, how have you been involved in the production, in the developing, all that stuff? I think you have. If I'm being correct, you have personally typed out all the source code for the game.
Wow. When it comes to source coding, actually, this isn't entirely. I would say that I actually did something because I actually worked in the studio, and I was for the most part responsible for catering for the workers. You know, bringing some coffee, sandwiches, and once I actually accidentally placed a coffee cup on the keyboard, and so some of the letters and signs were added to the code. The code was, of course, corrected afterwards, but it does matter. I actually participated in the development of Warcraft. So, if we're not delving into the details, we can say them. We can actually agree to the statement.
I see, but Is it true that the original code was written on paper?
Partially.
Oh.
For the most part, it was actually scratched on special wooden tables.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By the ancient...
It's a miracle that they actually managed to get it to work.
By the ancient Scyths, no less.
Skiffs. Yes, it is. It is actually quite a prominent ethnicity. You know.
Okay, I see.
Skiffs. Yeah.
I see.
I know a Russian associate professor. I suppose now what he is.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be cool.
You know what?
I guess we can call him lecturer. Actually supported and endorsed the concept of the great skiffs doing various kinds of groundbreaking stuff.
I haven't talked about it with you before, but I just thought that we shouldn't focus on the local humor.
Well, I'm not focusing at local humor.
Yeah. I know.
I'm saying that
I know
the
it's
concept of the great skiffs is.
I completely
accepted all over the world.
I understand that the most of this is on me, and yeah, I just thought that we just should.
All right. I'll try to hold myself, restrain myself as hard as I can.
We actually have a lot of stuff to talk about.
All right, spill it out.
Hotel Transylvania.
Which part?
The fourth one. What do you think about it?
Well, all right. Actually, to begin, I must actually comment a little bit on my personal attitude to this whole franchise of Hotel Transylvania. As far as I remember, I started actually watching the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember pretty much nothing about it. I remember actually the beginning plot, which was quite banal.
Wait a second, Ash. How many Transylvanians did you watch? Like
half of the first movie.
Oh, okay.
And some episodes. Actually, I remember some episodes from the second or the third one. I don't remember, man. They're so unrecognizable. But I mean, undistinguishable one of each from each other. So
I'm amazed.
I can't tell really.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we should take turns because we constantly interrupt each other. You talk first, and I'll just jump in. Okay?
Right. Actually, I thought we let our interlocutor finish, and now we step in because it didn't seem like I have finished. Actually, just a question so that I understood how this stream works on the technical. You hear me speaking in Discord or through something else?
Through Discord. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So okay.
There might be just some sort of a delay, but it's not the same, obviously.
I mean, we can check on the audio one more time. Just be silent for a second. I mean, we can. Okay, we should take turns because we constantly interrupt each other. Yeah. As on the audio one more time. Yeah, we have the audio for you and for me. Yeah. Basically, how it works, it records my system sounds also as well. It just helps me because I don't want to open the Google tabs in the other layers on the OBS and stuff like that. So people just can hear what's happening on my computer. So whenever somebody sends me a message or something like that, well, Discord actually have a safety feature. It's called streamer mode, when nobody's calls or messages will interrupt the broadcast. They'll just be silent. And yeah, it's just a very precautious safety feature.
Yeah, things like it.
Yeah, but
right, but I suppose let's get back to the
yeah. Hold on.
What I was saying, that I have never been quite a fan of this franchise. I remember watching like half of the first movie back when I was at school, actually. So it was like 4 or 5 years ago, I suppose.
Yeah,
that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And by that part, let's just say the first part did not interest me in the least. I watched it. So I had absolutely no intentions of watching it further. Watching it anymore.
I see. So you was not invested in the...
Absolutely not. Never been.
Yeah. It's actually close to my story. So what happened was, back in the day, I tried to watch as many animated movies as possible, because because I just wanted to absorb more animation techniques. God damn it! And Hotel Transylvania piqued my eye for some reason. It has some very interesting 3D animation, and it's actually been developed by Gennady Tartakovsky, the same guy who... Yeah. Which is, I guess, one of the selling points for the franchise. Despite the fact that substantially it's a very, very, very awful movie, I think. So the first one I saw, I kind of shrugged it off. I mean, the best thing I can say about it is that it didn't have a villain. You know, like all the cartoons tend to have a villain who ruins the show or something like that, so just being absolute baddie, basically like a coup from Samurai Jack. And the comedy felt very flat. The Adam Sandler felt like Adam Sandler. He is very indistinguishable in his roles in general, I think. The second one was even worse. Like,
no doubt.
I saw it and I kind of I kind of shrugged it off. It's actually the second one is very weird because do you know who Mel Brooks is? No?
Yeah.
Do you or do you not?
No, I've never heard of it.
Oh, so basically it's a very it's a very controversial it's a very controversial movie director. And he was in the movie, and he was in the movie for no reason. It's like, do you remember what was the name of DreamWorks movie about fish? Shark Tale, yes. It's like Martin Scorsese, who played the fish in Shark Tale. It was out of nowhere, and it didn't have to be Martin Scorsese at all. It's the same thing with Mel Brooks. I don't know why did it pick them, but I remember it being very, very stupid and very dull movie, I want to say. I am not sure. Okay, the only saving grace for those movies, I think, is Uh,
All right. I'm starting to catch your point. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like people who it's either people who like Mavis or people who like Gennady Tartakovsky, which is really odd to me because like people claim to like be a fan of animation, but then they just watch the basically a schlock Adam Sandler movies. It's really. I feel like in time like this, it's really up to the branding. Like Gennady Tartakovsky is somewhat a brand now. Like he's the guy who made Samurai Jack, and the guy who made like a lot of a lot of our cartoons that never gonna go anywhere. And I guess, and I don't know why people even watch it for the animation. If you want to see a good animation, why won't you watch his actually better projects like, well, Samurai Jack, for example, or Primal, or anything else? Kung Fu Panda, especially the third one, had a very good 3D. And excuse me, say something. Okay, you are online. I was just concerned that you are not being heard.
No, well, actually, I'm watching the stream just in a window. My voice was the one to be the loudest, actually.
Yeah, your voice is okay. Your voice is not that bad, as far as I can tell.
Well, I suppose it is quite comprehensible that I don't have a professional mic.
Yeah. The only problem is the microphone, which is.
Well, I'll just say I've never dreamt of becoming a streamer, recording my voice.
Oh.
I'm not in possession of any professional equipment.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I guess we can get together and record something sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyhow, the thing about animation is that I remember Kung Fu Panda 3 even had a very gorgeous animation. It it was combining 2D and 3D perfectly, and a lot of people like it for it. Why watch Adam Sandler movie? The only reason why, and bear with me. I think the majority of people who watch it is Mavis lovers. Like, is there any other reason? Remember the trailer for the third movie on YouTube?
Is that the one about vacation?
Yeah. It's one about vacation, and the
yeah, I suppose I've watched
the stop frame on this movie was Mavis in a swimming suit. And the third movie, or the fourth movie's stop frame on the trailer is Mavis with cat eyes, ears.
Wow.
I can, like, they don't.
It is so. Are you just a dirty, squalid pervert?
Oh yeah, this is just me. This is not.
Yeah, that's just your perception and nothing but your personal
of course,
perception.
They did not intend to. They did not intend to put the most the most recognizable and the most beloved character on the stop frame. It's just me. In fact, I've edited this trailer. believe it or not.
It was you who actually put her on the top on the thumbnail.
Yeah, because I yeah, am the
You are Gender Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I wish. I wish.
What a revelation.
Yeah.
What an unexpected twist.
Not only I'm Gennady Tartakovsky, I'm also the fan of the Mavis.
Not only am I.
Yeah. It's like I created this girl for myself.
Ah.
Yeah.
Not the first one, I suppose.
It's
because as far as I know, you actually participated in the development of Bioshock Infinite.
Oh yeah. I'm also Ken Levine.
Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Levine.
Yeah. And
I never thought that you were my friend over time.
And just so happens I am working on. I have been working on. What's the trendy one? I've been working on Resident Evil Village. I am also the guy behind Samsung Sam.
Oh.
The picture starts to the picture starts to appear, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Some evil mastermind behind all of the, let's just say, masterpieces.
I'm also the creator.
Revolving around some, let's just say, appealing woman character.
Yeah. I'm also
Female,
the creator of Heidi.
Ah.
And just so happens I am the original creator of Bowsette.
Ah.
Yeah, I am the perverted gambit of.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you've known a friend for your entire life. You couldn't never have guessed that he was actually some pervert gambit.
And I have
video game.
Yeah, and I am tired of people not recognizing my talents, so I've started my YouTube channel.
It all comes down to this. It all makes sense now. This is logical.
And now I am doing this. Dun 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 dun.
What? Get your hands off me, please. No, he's coming. He's coming from my back. No. He has tentacles instead of hands. No.
I will pervert everyone and everything that stands in my way.
Right.
Yeah. So, back to animation. I've actually watched a few animated movies yesterday just so we can talk about something. Yeah, those movies being Shrek 2.
Oh, cool. What a choice.
And Megamind.
Ah.
Yep.
Interesting. The movies that I actually watched myself, okay?
What's your... Which one would you rather talk about?
Alright, let's start in the older named...
Oh.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2, well... let me tell you my experience with Shrek 2. Oh?
Alright, yeah, go ahead.
My experience with Shrek 2 was... I hate the DVD a long time ago when I was a child. Like, I think it was even preschool, actually. And... how shall I say it? I watch it very frequently. It had like this. It was semi-professional overdub with one voice. You know, like the.
I have the same copy.
Oh, really?
I suppose it was also single voiced. possibly not the one that you have, but well, I have, let's just say, personal experience with the quality. I understand you.
Well, yeah, a lot of Russian people have this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had this DVD and I watched this movie frequently. It's actually way. I think it's the first time I watched it on English,
Mm-hmm.
and let me tell you, the dubs or the translations do not do this movie justice whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of jokes have just vanished. I remember the one joke they cut out was how Fairy Godmother created her potion, where she added a bit of passion, a bit of compassion, and a lot of lust, which is very funny because like it's this whole movie is basically a better deconstruction of Disney fairy tales. And I gotta say, for a movie that has been out for almost 2 decades, I think, it's a I would say it's a classic. I wouldn't say it's my favorite animated movie, nor do I think it's a very good animated movie. But it's definitely aged with grace. I like I like a lot of jokes in it. I like the characters. I like the evil duo. I think the overall message is very interesting, and it's the one message that a lot of people miss, like they just do not understand it, especially in movies when, you know, like a lot of people especially nowadays try to implement this message about don't judge a book by its cover. But they all fail miserably because they try to make their characters pretty and stuff. The Shrek wasn't pretty, and the Shrek still isn't pretty. And the same with Fiona, I think. It was a bold choice, and I admire the movie for that. Oh, and by the way, with that being said, the thing that also did not age like at all was the graphics. Graphics in this movie are still great, I think. Because when you look at Toy Story or something, or like a very old movie, you know, like Bug's Life or Cars, you can definitely see that, yeah, they have like very very strange looking characters, very strange looking humans. It's not the case with this particular film. This particular film, it feels like it's aged very good. I don't remember a lot of films who did that. Sorry, my English is a little broken. But anyway, what was your experience with Shrek?
I don't know where to start, to be honest, since I haven't rewatched this particular movie for quite a time. Last time I actually rewatched it was like when I was a child. Right, you know, as I've said already, I had a copy of this movie. You know, it was one of those DVDs which hosted some 10 or 15 or 20 movies on CD. bought for some, I don't know, if we actually transfer the currency like for a dollar and a half,
Yeah.
Yes, somewhere on the market, and the quality was actually respected. Let's just say. The translation, the dubbing is pretty much similar with what you have described.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine how many jokes they've missed out by. It's a terrible thing to do. But during my childhood,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember being specifically attached to this movie. I've watched it a lot, yes, but obviously I was completely unable to understand it perfectly. Not specifically because I'm a representative of another culture, and being a child, I was absolutely unfamiliar with the American cultural references.
Oh, of course,
For most
yes.
parts, a center of attention. To call it the sine qua non, if I can call it that way.
I understand the cultural barrier. The cultural barrier, you mean?
Well, yeah, we can call that that way cultural gap, cultural barrier, whatever. And as I've mentioned, I don't remember being specifically attached to this movie, even though I remember it quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike some of the movies that I watched during my childhood, that I actually remember quite well.
Mm-hmm.
As far as my personal opinion goes, in view of what I said, I don't really know what to say about it. When I just rewind it, I can say that this was another installment into the story about a repelling ogre, man-eater, who happened to find, let's just say, a female species. And also great satire. Well, specifically on fairy tales, on classical fairy tales, not even on Disney movies, but classical. Classical European fairy tales from the Grimm brothers and so on and so forth.
Well, I mean, the Shrek did not rip on the classical tales. It was mostly Disney. Let's be honest here.
Wow.
Why you?
I remember them. I remember their reference saying like classical fairy tales, like what do they call this? Little Red Riding Hood, against Gretel.
Yeah, but
Rapunzel. By that time, Rapunzel by Disney have not been released, so I doubt that was actually.
I mean, the main idea of Shrek is just.
You mean that? So yeah. From this standpoint, it's like the opposing, like the response to it is a bitter response to what Disney had to offer during its history. Yeah.
I
didn't
mean the direct references. I mean like the whole world of Shrek is just a. It's basically a very not a sugar-coating fairy tale, unlike Disney.
Disney.
Yes,
Disney.
Huh?
It's pronounced as Disney. I'll keep correcting you.
Disney.
Step. Disney.
Can you talk? Also, Ash, can you talk directly to the microphone so people can hear you?
If I have to talk just into the microphone, I'll have to crawl over the laptop. So, but I'll do my best, to provide the best quality. Can you hear me now properly?
Not. Yeah. Now you're speaking like an angel, Ash.
I'm always speaking like an angel, Pumpkin.
You're an Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
Go to hell. Alright.
Screw you, L.
What?
Love and marriage. Love.
Oh my god. We can actually, speaking about dubbing, we can discuss this just a bit later on. I mean, I've watched some of the clips from it. And actually found a lot of missed jokes in our Russian variant.
Oh, really?
Series. Yeah, just funny to discuss it. But let's get back to Shark.
Sharks.
As the wider audience has to address it, Shark. But we know that it's Shark, actually.
Shark.
But never mind.
I don't think anyone knows about Shark right now.
We do, and that's enough. No one's watching us, so that's fine.
Well,
fine
two people are watching us.
No, one of them is me. So.
Okay.
So don't pay much attention to the numbers.
I hope. Actually, it's like Saturdays and Sundays should be the perfect. Should be the perfect wave of the crowd to.
But it seems you
have
committed a fallacy. It's like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And at least in on our time. 4 p.m. And
I mean, people.
It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, the reason why is because I deleted my Megamort video recently.
Ah,
yep.
You have. Why is that?
I'm trying to
clean yourself from your past.
No. I'm trying to potentially potentially appeal to the YouTube monetization program. Yeah.
You're a canny bastard, you know.
Of course.
I never doubted this, but you are. I can't help admitting this.
Mama tells me that every day.
I'm not going to talk about your mama. Excuse me. I'm not going to.
We're going to talk about your mama.
Seduce me.
We're going about talk about your mama.
Man, if you actually stick at it, I'm going to backstab you. You know that. You know that I can. So don't even start, please.
Okay, let's talk about.
Do not step all that low.
Let's talk about Peggy's mama.
Should we?
Of course.
Should we really?
Of course.
Is that the thing you want to discuss right now?
Yeah.
On YouTube, drawing some bat-like blind woman with hair of
you actually
blades.
Hey, you actually perfectly summarized it because I was not. She was not like a bat in the original.
Mm-hmm.
But I have decided to give her like a bat features, just to appeal more like a bat. I thought it would be fun. And hey, it's.
So she is a bat woman right now.
Yep. I mean, she's dressed in black.
Not sure it's good, I guess, from the design standpoint, but I can't quite discern. Is she wearing a skirt or something like this, or is it just bad graphics?
Oh, okay. So it's very weird.
That's a skirt. I'm just watching at
the original.
The original picture.
Mm-hmm.
On your drawing, it's quite tangible.
This is like a very strange thing about her dress. because in the original, what we did with this character, basically, the dress that you see on her is actually not a dress at all. It's supposed to be leggings.
Leggings.
Yeah. But they flipped. They basically what we did. They flipped the original texture on the leggings form. Pardon. And they just thought that it would be a very cool dress.
Which is not a dress, it's a skirt.
I mean, the skirt's supposed to be very, very... The skirt is at least shows some knees, isn't it? The dress covers all your legs.
Yeah, but it also should cover some of your body. And when it comes to this design, it doesn't.
Yeah, but okay, I understand. So, okay, let's just call it a long skirt.
Yeah, I suppose we can.
Also, it's like made out of very strange. It's also made out of very strange material. I'm not sure what it is, but I just assumed it's latex. Yeah, and I'm drawing her with latex, and also it should have some metal plates on it.
That should be constraining, actually.
I mean, look at her blades, man. Look her.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, I understand what it is, and I understand design.
Yeah.
Design decisions.
Look at the blindfold. I think if she was concerned about being constrained or not, she wouldn't wear a blindfold.
Well, what if she's blind? I don't know.
I mean, she is lore-wise.
Well, in that case, all right, but I wouldn't actually lodge any claims with it if she transported herself on a wheelchair. In this case, no constraints at all. Yeah, sure. But she obviously has to walk.
Oh.
So.
Remember, like the medieval Russia execution, where they just tie you to a rock and throw you into the sea. She should have that. Yeah, on her legs. I think it would be cool. I think it would give her the most freedom in the combat field.
Yeah.
It would perfectly. It would perfectly free her from everything.
Yeah. Binding her completely with.
I mean, she's. Let me tell you about her blindness. She's one of those. She's basically a daredevil type of blind.
But she can see.
So she can see. She cannot see, but she also can see everything.
Yeah, so she's blind and
not blind whatsoever. So sort of like the kid who is says I have like this one weakness, but it's also my strength. Actually, as a class, she is a demon hunter, and in game, both like lore-wise and player-wise, they have like this mentality of we are actually super strong, even though we have like sacrificed everything. We're just too much, man. We're just like actually too cool. So you cannot defeat us, but we also like sacrificed everything. Yo. We're actually so cool, and we didn't even have to try. But we also tried. And did pay off. We didn't, but we did.
We succeeded, but at the same time,
Yeah.
failed. We've conquered the fort, we've killed the demon, but but the wrong one.
we killed an imp.
Yeah, we killed the demon. We actually had to sacrifice our entire battalion for this, but it was the wrong demon.
Yeah, it was a simple imp without wings.
We've been hunting him for 5 days.
In the pursuit of this imp, we have lost about 3 demon hunters. Most of which have killed themselves with those enormous twin blades. But hey,
and one of them got ill. Yes.
And one of them just died out of sadness. There was actually, you know what? Have we talked about golden films?
Golden films?
Yep.
What are those?
We haven't.
I suppose we haven't.
Okay, so golden films. Have I told? I think I've told you about the Disney cash grabs. Basically, there was a few companies out there who were trying to cash in on Disney fairy tales. The strategy was simple. Disney often based their cartoons on public domains. Because, like, you cannot publicly own a fantasy. I mean, fairy tale. So they did the the movie in almost an exact same time, and of exact same fairy tale. But also, it was like their original creation, and Disney cannot sue them for making a cartoon about like the Rapunzel or the one I'm talking about, Beauty and the Beast. And in one of the Beauty and the Beast cartoons, the Beast almost died out of sadness. Which is kind of funny. He was like a very gigantic beast who almost died out of sadness. Actually, if I remember correctly, in the original he also almost died out of sadness, like in the original fairy tale.
Don't remember, can't confirm.
I remember our Russian version. The Crimson Flower. And it said, "Если ты не вернешься, я умру от тоски," which translates to, "If you don't come back, I'll die out of sadness."
Yeah, alright.
Alright. Just stop. But brother, let me tell you another story.
No, Darth Plagueis the Wise. Well.
Have I ever told you a story about Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Yes, you have. You did it twice already. Shut up.
But Anakin!
Hey! Hands off. You said that we were not supposed to reference.
Okay.
Some local jokes.
Okay. We're not going to reference Green Elephant. We're actually going to subdue our viewers to see it for themselves, because this is a very great movie.
The Grand.
I mean, great. Would you disagree?
Green Elephant, yeah. Green Elephant.
Green Elephant is a fantastic movie.
Oh, by the way, is there a translation of this movie?
I
suppose there is, but
there is like it's on YouTube. It's called Green Elephant with English subtitles. And they use like the actual tool of English subtitles to subtitle the movie. I've watched some foreign. I watched some foreign reviewers of Green Elephant. And most of them do not understand what's happening in the movie because, like, they've watched it without translation, or because of the cultural barrier. I've seen one guy who described the synopsis of the movie completely, and I'm not sure he even watched it. I am sure he just got it on IMDb or something. He might as well. And yeah, it's just sad that nobody has talked about this movie properly. Like, nobody tried to dissect it as it's as a art house movie about war in Chechnya.
Well, possibly it is for us to to bring justice to this movie. However, I doubt whether it is going to be in any way interesting in any way.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
Most of the people like content for content that everyone can recognize, which is why I wanted to talk with you about Invincible. It hit the the views for at least like a month, I think. And have you watched it, or are you considering watching it at any point?
Invincible.
Yep.
Do you mean this movie with?
It's not a movie. It's a series. It's a series.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Invincible.
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 I'm trying to actually recall something about this, but it seems that like is that another cartoon about superheroes?
Yep.
I was recommended some clips from it, but I never watched them. Some old guy that looked like what do they call him? James Jonah Jackson. Jamison. From the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
A little bit. Or some war colonel. Sorry, some war colonel. Whatever. I wasn't quite interested, to be honest. Well, you perfectly know that I'm not quite a superhero guy. Not a big fan. And honestly, the moment I hear something about this, or the moment I don't know, watch even the clips of it, I can't help putting little stock, putting the least stock that I can, to be honest. The last thing about the superheroes that I, at some point, was curious, possibly for some limited amount of time, was this series, The Boys. Yeah, the one that was quite widely and vigorously advertised all over the world. I actually watched some clips from it, but never the full series. And I honestly don't know whether I still have interest in watching it, to be honest. Possibly one day, but I doubt that. Speaking about Invincible, I suppose it is up to you to tell me what is actual point, what is the synopsis. I mean,
I'm not quite sure because I haven't watched it either. The only thing I know is about it's been made by Kirk Kirkman. You recognize that name as the creator of The Walking Dead. The original comic.
Again.
And I've read some of the comic when before I was like very into Walking Dead. And from what I could tell, this was like a superhero sort of parody, sort of love letter. They had like a parody where they had a spoof Justice League band, and they got brutally killed in the end, which is supposed to be either interesting or funny, or I'm not sure. I remember like a lot of comic book nerds were obsessed with this comic, and I was just like, okay, I suppose it's not the worst. There's just one thing about comic book series that puts me off. It's especially about the parodies. It's the repetitive nature of it, and the amount of jokes that has been made already by not even by like the super parodies themselves, but the regular shows that sometimes reference a superhero or a superhero universe. I mean, I've talked about Harley Quinn's show and how I hate it. And the problem with this particular show is I could predict every single punchline that has been thrown my way. Which is obviously not that you want to happen in your cartoon, in your show, in your media, whatever. And it's been very, very dull. I mean, it's like I remember I discussed it with one of my friends, and she said that, hey, it's actually very cool because like they broke all the rules, and it's so innovative. But the thing about breaking all the rules, when you break them too goddamn much, they just create another rule, and they don't become a interesting commentary. They just become a very repetitive same stuff that you have seen in our media. It's like, I think writing a superhero parody right now is very, very easy, and it's also going to be very popular. I mean, Deadpool is a superhero parody at some point.
It is, actually.
Yeah, it is. Harley Quinn is a superhero parody, supervillain parody, whatever. Invincible at least tried to be. I'm not sure how the series perform. And maybe I'm not giving it justice. I have read Invincible way before. I may have been mistaken about a certain thing, but in any case, it just always comes down, at least in my experience, to having like a very unpopular, geeky superhero, or like nice, or like a dude bro superhero, supervillain, who just hangs out in their lair, which is also supposed to be which is also supposed to be like their hideout or their regular apartment or something like that.
Mhm.
And they always like act like a nerds or like super chats. I mean, it's basically I'm struggling to understand what would another superhero parody can do to make it work.
Mhm.
I mean, we already had Robot Chicken. I'm sorry. Let me close the window. I'll be right back.
All right.
Sorry, I had both the helicopter flying around my house and then our guy trying to build a house.
The FBI
Yeah.
was stalking you.
Yeah, FBI are going to confiscate my FBI are going to confiscate my new Mavis project.
Isn't that Transylvania 5? Total Transylvania 5.
Yeah. Escape escape from Mavis claws.
Will Mavis finally be shown naked?
Yeah.
Will we finally get this juicy, this succulent climax? Oh my god.
No.
I didn't realize this would sound this bad.
It's actually a collaboration with the Village.
Oh my god. So giant Mavis, giant 3 meters tall Mavis.
Yeah.
Haunt us.
And
lurking in the shadows.
I'm surprised that nobody has done that. Although I have no...
I suppose you haven't surfed those Rule 34 sites enough. Somebody has, I guess.
Maybe I did not check. I only checked on the Raid Shadow Legends 34.
Links in the description, guys.
Links in the description. I hope that Raid Shadow Legends will come to me someday. They seem like
if you download the game without a link, you'll get 200 gold and free shield.
And
come on.
Full of rusty swords and used pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
there's a level X system in
Yeah. What have we been talking about before?
It doesn't matter.
Oh. Yeah. Why
you've been talking about all this poof.
Oh yeah.
All this poofs about superheroes.
I mean, like, what would another superhero spoof even do at this point? They had I think it's the most railed genre, well, subgenre actually in the history. I mean, what other commentary could they provide? And I'm sure that it would be very successful. Like, I can create one right now and it would be very fun. I mean, it wouldn't be...
You may actually take a try. But, well, yeah, just allow me to step in for a minute.
Are you challenging me?
Not quite. It's, for the most part, it's just adding something. Yeah, hello, man. Actually greeted us in the comments. Hello, man. Or woman. Hello. In any case, hello. As I was saying, I suppose any kind of social commentaries will still be made in the, let's just say, a great plot.
Wait a second. We have a visitor.
Yeah. Just what I've said right now. I agree.
Oh, okay.
A newcomer.
Hey, Dutzy. Glad to see you here. Dutzy is our patron.
Patron.
Yeah.
Really? You have a patron now?
No. I mean patron in the sense of like, well, basically, all timer. Yeah. I don't have a patron right now. I'm not sure that people are going to pay me for what I can do for free.
But still, yes, consider possibly Ag is going to have a Patreon or something.
Yeah,
one day.
But yeah, Dutzy is our biggest supporter as of now.
All right.
Yeah. Dutzy, this is AshFlame. He is my friend, and I have teasered his appearance for quite a while. Here he is.
And that was anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so as I was saying, possibly there still are going to be some social commentary, some acute topics, some acute topics appearing in such in such series, in such comic books. Let's just say envisaged, not envisaged, actually, and embodied by superheroes. I suppose this source is literally this source can't possibly die out. There's another word. Can't possibly deplete. Can't possibly deplete. So I suppose this genre will never die, and hypothetically, it might actually evolve into something. So I'm not possibly as skeptical as you when it comes to this topic. But regardless of what I've said, I don't watch any of this really.
My problem with this is I don't think it's going to evolve at all. I'm not sure because you see, it's just very popular to be as it's to me it's very popular to be like just as bland as everyone else. It's going to be just the same commentary, I predict. I mean, I can do a superhero parody right now. So it's going to be about Killer Moth from Batman. And he says like, "Hello, I am Killer Moth, and we and Batman are actually like the arch hero and arch nemesis." And Batman is like, "Huh? Who? I don't know this guy." So Killer Moth is actually tries to recruit a group to fight him. It's going to consist of Killer Moth himself, another secondary villain. And you know, like the villain who always recognize, but he doesn't. But he's also here for some comedic reason. For example, it could be Anarchy and Bane. And Killer Moth says, "Hey guys, we are going to take out Batman. This is why I gathered you." And everybody's like, "Huh? You mean the big guy?" And they try to fight him, but they also fade because, oh, this is so comedic. They're going to have like slapstick and stuff. But also, this is going to turn into a bigger fight where they have like an invasion from the real super villain, like Doomsday or something. where Killer Moth and his fellow criminals are going to save the planet, actually. And the Batman is going to turn to villain because he inherits some ancient voodoo MacGuffin, whatever. And in the end, they have to defeat Batman, and everybody recognizes them as heroes, but they're going to stay villains anyway because that's popular and that sells. And credits.
Sounds plausible, to be honest.
I mean,
sounds very plausible.
I mean, this is the entire like superhero parody thing right now. Just watch.
Yeah.
I would not recommend people watching Harley Quinn at all. I would recognize. I would recommend it watching to you because you are not a human. And just try to dissect it into the like the plot, the characters, the stuff that's happened in the entire production. It's just a very, very boring mess, to be honest. And also, I've talked about it before on the stream, but I'll say it again. I hate how many curses are in this show. It's like very, very tasteless. It's it's basically like it's basically a college humor, and by college I mean Russian college, from which I have originated. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't call it a college, to be honest, because, like you say, the Western public perceives it differently.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, some vocational institution. It's a vocational institution, yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
With those junior courses or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Yeah. For example, so. I have not heard a amount of swearing from them as I've heard in this in those series. It's like very, very it's very frequent and very tasteless. And I'm not the guy who tells. I'm not trying to be a moralist. Nor do I try to be a. Nor do I try to be like a snob or whatever. But this is just. This just cuts my ears every time I hear any character talk. Because they.
Can imagine that. Yeah.
Because they frequently say shit, fuck, ass face, etc., etc. Oftenly.
Because that's funny. Can't you see the humor?
Yeah, of course, I can see the humor. My. Okay, I won't reference Green Elephant, but
it doesn't let go. It twice it doesn't let go.
All habits die hard.
You can't teach an old dog.
But yeah. So my problem with the series is that it has just very frequent and very unjustified swearing. If we're being correct, if we're being honest.
Well, possibly just for shocking people, since a great deal of them are quite how to call this, fall easily into a lot of swearing and start thinking that it is some adult humor. So if it includes swearing, if it includes some, let's just say, uncomfortable topics, possibly, I'm comfortable for the majority.
Oh yeah.
They're considered adults.
I understand.
These jokes are considered adults.
I understand what you're talking about. This show is very it's full of swears and gore. And by the way, the gore is very, very tasteless. It's like, I don't know. It feels like Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Where you have seen this a lot of times before, and you have seen like Mortal Kombat 9. It's basically lost its charm.
Yeah.
And you're not interested in like the fatality in the original game was the original fatality in the Mortal Kombat games were very out there because not a lot of games had like very gory death scenes. But right now, what game doesn't have gore? What show doesn't have gore? It's lost its charm, I think.
Oh yeah, now even some religious propaganda movies include violence, gunfires, and even.
I got. Do you want to talk about kids versus wizards?
I doubt whether the audience, whether the two people that are watching right now, first of all, familiar, and second of all, interested in this.
Yeah.
In this masterpiece of propaganda, masterpiece. I don't know.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Dutzy is going to be very interested in Kids versus Wizards. But Dutzy, by the way, you have a unique opportunity to ask us a question, and we can ponder about, and we can talk about in full length. So if you have a question, just ask us. If you want AshFlame's credit card information, I can provide it to you fully.
Yeah, thank you.
He gave me a permission. Yeah, you give me a permission to.
Treacherous backstabber.
But I'm not a backstabber because I am a front stabber. Boom. Ooh.
Piece of.
I am.
Piece of thieves.
I'm a cool boy. Yo.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
You just don't get it, Gramps. Yo.
You're older than me, by the way.
Well, fuck you.
So why are you allowed to use swear words on YouTube streams?
I can use foul words.
Really?
Yeah.
Not being banned for that?
No. Well, first of all, it's YouTube. And YouTube is not as... and YouTube is not as... how shall I put it? It's not as...
rigid.
It's not as strict to the...
rigid, yeah.
To the content maker as Twitch. And second, well, it doesn't have the same... like anti-bullying program, where even if you say like even if you call a person cuckold, they'll just ban you. Yeah, and and also animation of death will also ban you.
Yeah, you are the one to know about this.
Yeah, I am, like, it doesn't feel like a China at all, does it? You
don't understand. They're fighting for justice. They're fighting for prosperity.
They fight to survive. Yeah, I know.
Dan. Well, in a certain sense.
Dan.
Sure.
Dan. You're
gonna get another copyright claim. Stop it.
They cannot ban me for vocal performance.
You know they can. You perfectly know that they can.
If they do,
they can do anything.
If they do, it would be very, very strange. Oh, we have a question. I just wanna hear about if Ash watched the Sonic, and also nice to meet you, Ash.
Nice to meet you too, did say. What you mean the Sonic? This recent movie, 2019.
Yeah, he talks about the movie.
If yes, I've never watched it since I have never been a deep fan of the Sonic franchise. I'm not knowledgeable about it almost at all. As far as I can remember, I have like only 2 points of connection between me and Sonic franchise. First, actually, is like a reminiscence from my childhood because when I was in the kindergarten, in the nursery school, all of the kids, all of the boys that were completely obsessed with Sonic, their character, they were constantly drawing it, everybody drew it, while I knew absolutely nothing of the character and of the series. I suppose they actually knew this character primarily from the series. And, you know, I was like an exile in their company. Sort of.
One second. We have to. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
We have like
What's up?
We have some problem with the performance on stream. It's okay now. Yeah.
All right. So, and the second time was actually when I played the Sonic DX game.
Oh.
Which is quite well, just for the insight, which is quite famous in Russia. Well, more or less famous. Let's call it that way.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Due to its absolutely insane computer assisted translation.
In Russian.
so many memes, so many faults with it. So we can't help forgetting it. We can't. Oh my god! I actually got lucky, quote unquote, lucky enough to play it. But this is actually the moment when all of the connection between me and the Sonic as a character are pretty much destroyed. The last time I encountered this particular character was when I played Super Smash Bros. On the Switch, and twice I chose the Sonic character. That I've never been a fan of this particular character. As for Sonic movie, I have nothing to say about it. I watched the trailer. I can say that Jim Carrey's Eggman was alright, at least in his Eggman form, when it was like at the very end of the trailer. He looked alright. He looked plausible. The design was viable in itself. Well, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my opinion is concerned. But the Sonic himself, I suppose I'm quite. I support the internet, make the most of the internet on the topic, on their opinion. Sorry, in their opinion, that the design was completely off-putting and repelling.
I mean, they changed the design actually.
Yeah, they changed it, and it looked somewhat better, if I remember correctly, because what was the latest design? I remember that was actually they have reshaped it, but I don't remember what it looked like in the end. Like a Sonic movie. Let me just see the pictures.
It basically looked like a 3D Sonic.
Ah.
Yeah, it didn't look like it tried to be live action Sonic anymore.
New design. Right. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it looks better this way, I guess. Well, it looks alright.
Yeah.
Looks alright. But I was never interested in it. No. So have nothing else to tell.
You said you played Sonic Adventure DX actually. What do you think about Sonic Adventure DX as a whole?
Right. Actually, back then when I was a child, I had too much troubles completing it, especially the first levels when you have to fight this water chaos thing. I suppose that's what it was called.
Oh yeah, chaos.
Yeah, I took so much troubles defeating him. So that is like that sort of hindered my my walkthrough. But
it's the first boss of the like.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
It's probably the easiest boss in the entire game. You just throw him. You just throw yourself into the boss, and he just vanished like a loser.
That's what I was saying. For a man like me, who by that time had played almost nothing, I guess, like no games at all, possibly except for this Lego Star Wars trilogy, the second one. Well, I mean the original trilogy. Given that it was quite a no-brainer to complete, to be honest.
Yeah.
Encountering something a little bit more challenging, and I still hold that the first level of Sonic Adventures DX was difficult. You can argue with me on that, but you will lose because I admit that I am and I was a newbie gamer. So, but it doesn't mean that I have not moved further. I have. I have seen some other levels. I have seen some other things, and it's well. Speaking about the game itself, it looked it didn't look quite well from what I remember from the graphics, from the visual standpoint. But it was alright, I guess. Possibly, the only thing that I remembered it for were just a couple of elements, a couple of levels, which seemed interesting to me. Another thing is that actually I was playing it with my younger brother, with my younger cousin, and I didn't actually start the game from the very beginning, so I had to literally pick up where my brother left off. So, and you know that actually this game has somewhat open world, so you actually can travel through various locations just on a whim if you want to. And the thing that I remember, another thing that I remembered about it was that I constantly got lost. I didn't know where I should go at the moment, so I was just running around constantly, occasionally stumbling upon various levels, which by that time have already been completed, or I don't know which were too difficult for me to complete, because at that time 3D platformers were let's just say, quite a challenge to me. I lacked all sorts of bandwidth, all sorts of skill to complete those. Actually, when like 2 years ago I started playing Super Mario Odyssey, which also is a 3D platformer, I again re-encountered that's recurrent thing actually. That 3D platformers are a bitch to master, to be honest. But even though there is this shadow thing, and you ought to know where you're jumping, I constantly miss the actual platform because I can't calculate, I can't comprehend where I'm falling. And since it is the core mechanic, since it is like how to call this, the pinnacle, or the paramount thing of paramount importance in the mechanics, I fail miserably all the time. So at that point, like 10 years ago, I suppose this was like 10 or 8 years ago when I last played Sonic Adventure DX, it was unsurmountable, absolutely unsurmountable. So unsurmountable for me. So that is one of the few things I remember, and of course,
the translation. But
translation was perfect.
But people cannot experience it for themselves, unfortunately.
Well, guys, I'm really sorry that you can't. I'm really sorry that. Just as a question to the audience: is anyone of the people who are watching us right now native English? If you are, then I suppose you are quite unlucky to experience. Well, no, I'm wrong. You actually are. Since all the people around the world are trying to speak English, like we are right now, and I suppose our level of English is dismal. We fall dismally short of words to say. We fall dismally short of
mine, especially
of skills. So I suppose to you listening to us is some severe pain to your ears. I suppose. You actually might understand this. Imagine if it was just very poor Russian, which made very, very little sense. Actually, as far as I know, even the original speeches of the Sonic DX made little sense. I remember the scene about Eggman holding 2 Chaos Emeralds.
Oh.
Four, count them.
I actually
holding only 2.
I actually have like a lot of things to. I actually have a lot of things to add because this game was a childhood for me. I hated.
I'm sorry that it was a childhood. Your childhood must have been quite traumatizing.
Oh, I mean. I remember I loved this game a lot. The reason why is because it was full of it was full of very neat things, and I also recognized Sonic. And back when I was like a preschooler, or I think it was. Oh no, it was a little. I was a little older. I was already in school at the time. When you just have a recognizable character, it means a lot because hey, people cannot lie, brands cannot lie. If like this character if this character is popular, then it has to be cool. And I remember distinctly when I played this game. It was I enjoyed it quite a bit. After a while, when I was 16, I returned to it when I was like in my college institution, whatever.
Vacations.
Yeah.
College is something a bit higher there of the West.
Yeah. But anyhow, I returned to it, and I was shocked by the amount of cringe that I got from this game. It's a very cringy game, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
I mean, the Sonic only. It's like this common trope for Sonic to talk to talk very radical, dude.
Alright, keep it up.
Yeah,
Step it up. Sorry, step it up.
His first sentence in the game was, "All right, this should be fun." What's up?
No, no, it shouldn't.
And when he defeated the Chaos, the first boss, Eggman randomly stood on top of some building, and he was watching Sonic. He, as far as I'm concerned, he wasn't like he wasn't talking to him because Sonic did not react to him. Nor did any policeman react to him. He was just standing there. And he was here just to laugh at Sonic and give the viewer exposition. He was like, "You know nothing, fool! It's chaos!" "He will become invincible and work for me." By the way, the way he become invincible, the case in the game, is by collecting the chaos emeralds. Which gave him bones in his body. And before that, he was like a liquid form. And now you can actually break his bones. This makes him invisible.
Genius.
Also, like in his final form. I mean, of course, there should be a final form. It's like a Sonic game. In his final form, he is. Yeah, basically, he looks like a Hydra with one head, and yeah, he is not invincible whatsoever. You can defeat him. This game was a gem, actually.
Well, but yeah, let's go back to the topic. Yeah, Sonic movie.
Yeah, none of us watched the Sonic movie. Sorry. You can see why I picked AshFlame out of all of my friends to talk about. It's because whenever we talk, we can expand on what we talk. You know, in more ways than our people can. Yeah. How long have we been streaming? Oh, we have been streaming for an hour and a half.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And also, we hit 33 viewers.
33?
53.
Oh my God.
53.
Oh, 53.
Yeah.
Weird people. Why are they watching us?
Well, not currently, but like, they're just passing out.
Well, alright, I understand it, but... Why are they watching us?
Some people have been watching us, and they usually watch us for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's more than I would be able to say something like that.
I mean, it would be interesting for how long have our streamers, for how long our people watch our streamers. you know, like the actual people with an actual audience. Not to say that my audience is bad. I love you, Dutzy. We just have a very small audience. Oh, by the way, did you know that you can get banned on Twitch for saying I love you?
What?
Yep.
So, what grounds can they give?
Harassment?
So, loving is harassment.
I mean, just suppose you are a streamer. And I'm another.
Well, I am, obviously.
Yeah. And I'm and I'm another streamer.
Yeah.
So, and also imagine that you are like, we are both gay or whatever. I mean, no need to imagine, but no need
I
to.
don't have to imagine such things.
Yeah. No need to imagine, but whatever. If, for example, I say I love to you, you can quite honestly say that, hey, this is like a sexual assault. You're actually like you're actually violating my privacy and stuff. Well, not privacy, but personal space. You're like a predator.
Right. The phrase "I love you" is actually quite polysemantic. It may also mean you can also tell it to a friend. Like, man, I love you. You know that.
I mean,
it implies nothing intimate, nothing of this, nothing like harassment or anything.
Well, here's a note. Fuck you. Okay?
One day, I will do what I'm planning to do. I'm going to stream something extremely naughty. I'm going to register. I'm going to register on Twitch. I'm going to do something extremely naughty today. Watching some poorly made Russian cartoons, and I'm taking you with me.
Great.
I'm going to say I love you constantly. And watch how long it will take for the demonstration to actually close. This source of defamation. I have no other way to describe it.
It would most likely take you a lot of time because I'm not sure how Twitch recognizes its like potential
victims.
Not potential victims, but potential like potential offenders and stuff. Not desirable elements. Let's just call them, because on YouTube you can stream. I mean, you have probably heard about like stories. But you can hear in schools some reports in Russian schools that hey, this child has been streaming and he killed himself. You know, we have another question from Dutzy. Oh, okay, thank you for that kind response, but I forgot to ask, can I heard some introduction about yourself? Ash, sorry, I arrived late on the stream. Eggy, and I think missed that part. We haven't properly introduced Ash. Ash, what would you like to say about yourself?
Actually, we sort of have introduced myself. You've simply introduced me as a friend who had been long teased. To participate in streams. Honestly, I have nothing more to add to this. Literally, I'm no streamer. I'm an artist, like my friend Ag here. Simply a man who chance to talk quite a lot on these topics. Some
Yeah.
pretty plain topics. But other than that, honestly, I have nothing to say. Here I'm just a supplementary part to just to make my friend Ag's conversations, let's just say, more vivid, since I'm here conversing with him presently.
Well, we actually can talk about like our past streaming careers.
Past streaming careers.
Yeah, which ended shortly because we just got bored.
Yeah.
So
no one watched us.
Yeah. So before we tried to go on YouTube, we were also streaming on Russian platform Good Game. And what we did, we've watched some Russian TV series and commented on them. We basically were riffing them.
Yeah, but nothing good came out of it because obviously no one watched us. No one was interested in this because the movie that was quite shitty. If I'm being honest with you guys.
I'm actually still thinking that we should do a riff thing. I'm just not sure how we can do it.
I'm not sure why we should do this.
Maybe because I try to figure out what audience might be interested in.
Well, possibly, but I doubt whether watching cartoons or some poorly made movies or series in real time would be not the best thing.
I know about that.
This whole genre of reactions is quite is now in its bloom. So
I know about that, but we can also like pick a. We also can pick something that is not protected by the copyright law.
Something old, you mean?
Huh?
Something old or something unknown, you mean?
Not necessarily just something copyright free.
Like what?
The example?
Yeah, for instance.
What can I give you as an example? Green
Elephant.
Oh, Green Elephant, by the way, why not?
Unlikely to be protected. Right, let's see, since you are, let's just say, our primary audience, let's go that way, let's put it that way. Would you care to watch some weird Russian art house movie?
Yeah. Because
if you do care, we can arrange that.
Of course, it would be my pleasure to watch this movie once again. Oh, you know what we can watch?
5 bottles of vodka.
No, Life Upside Down.
Oh my god. For the 7th time.
Ta-ra-ra. 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 Ta-ta-ra. Ta-ra-ra.
Oh my god. That would be nice, but do you know how much pain it's going to cost us to translate?
To
translate it, really.
Because
I doubt whether there are English subs for it.
I mean, it will take us. Can we pay someone to translate this movie for us?
Well, man, you know you know who I am, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually the one to do this by profession, to do this for a living. I mean, translating. Actually, as a project, as something that I might
What's a
do
fantastic
during the
project?
summer holiday, I might actually be,
What's a
well, busy myself with this particular thing, but man, translating life upside down.
What's a fantastic project?
It is. It is. No doubt it is. But
It's like
I don't think that's going to be interesting. But right, it all depends on Dudesy. If Dudesy Cutie Patootie is very willing to watch something like this with us, I'll actually try to actually do my best. We'll try to. I can't promise that it's going to be good quality, but
it's going to be.
I'll do my utmost to actually provide it.
It's not going to be a good quality, but it's going to be
the best quality.
I mean, we're talking about Michael Kakshonov film.
Michael Kakshonov, it sounds so wrong.
Michael
Kakshonov.
Sure, of course it would be a pleasure to see that. Hey.
Michael Kakshonov.
He's like Michael Jackson.
To me, it seems like Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. He is like Michael oh no, he was Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
Michael Kakshonov.
That sounds so mad. So mad.
I mean, would you disagree?
Disagree with what?
With Michael Kakshonov being the best.
I would. I don't know. I'm still confused. I'm still confused. Not even mildly confused. I'm hugely confused. Did see Cutie? Sure, of course. I would be pleased to see that.
Yeah, I told you already.
You know, you pushing me into the blue. You pushing me into translating this. All right. If Dudesy Cutie Patootie is willing to, I'll try to. But this is not going to be like next time because I'm still.
Yeah.
And I'm not through with my exams. So I doubt whether I'm going to, whether I will be able to take this up during, I don't know, during during June, actually, during the June, possibly in July at some day. I might be able to try.
Yeah, basically
some subtitles for it.
Yeah, what Ash says is he is very busy and he cannot put time into it right now.
Not right now, but just possibly in July. Yeah, I will try. But just another question for you, Dudesy. Which language is the native one for you? Just from my interest, since I'm a linguist somewhat.
He's from Philippines.
Huh? What?
He's from Philippines.
Ah, Philippines.
Yep.
Alright, Philippines is something. Well, as far as I know, in Philippines, English language is the English language is somewhat state, if I'm not mistaken.
They speak Filipinian.
Yeah, I know they speak Filipinian, but from what I might be wrong about this, but I've heard that the English language is also somewhat spoken there. Well, the Philippines.
I wonder, by the way, if Twitch would ban you for saying for calling Germans how Russian usually call them.
Niemcy.
Mutes.
Well, first of all, the word, our Russian word for the German a common word. Let's put it that way. Is actually, well, first of all, not only do we call them differently, in Italian they call them tedeschi.
What does it mean?
They don't call them Germans. All right. The country is Germania. Germania. The same thing. But the Germans are Tedeschi. Tedeschi. To be honest, I don't know where this thing originated from. But I've never been too curious to check this out. I'm sorry for that. Actually, I should check this out. Well, it's a common thing actually to call some nations and some ethnicities primarily in some atypical, in some particular ways in some countries. So we're not the first one. Well, and speaking about PC, I suppose you are driving me towards this.
Yeah, I know, but it's I think it's going to be inappropriate anyway.
Well, I suppose I would put it that way. They can go to hell first of all.
I mean, yeah, but we can. The reason why I ask is because we are also somewhat closer. They're closer to hell, and they have a relationship with Satan right now. So.
You mean the Germans?
No, I mean PCs. Baduns.
Ah. All right. Right, but speaking about well, yeah, the PCs are in hell and they're quite comfortable.
Yeah, and
they're in hell. They sort of add even more heat to it every single day.
You cannot even like give them the nuances on why do we call Germans mutes.
Why we call? Yeah. Well, man. Let's just say this specificity of the language is purely linguistic. So I doubt that they will be curious enough to actually make inquiries about the way we call, about the way the Russians name certain ethnicities or certain nations. Well, no, not ethnicities.
Oh yeah, in certain countries and.
So,
certain...
I doubt that. If they will, if at some point they show some regards, if at some point they show some interest into this, I would really just tell them to go find themselves. Really, that's so silly. It's our language. We decide. It's something habitual. We don't put much into it. We actually. What this particular word is trying to convey is literally the ethnicity and the ethnicity only. The connection with the Russian word "nemoy" or mute is so vague that the majority of people actually, well, I bet that the majority of people actually don't even mention it. They don't even pay attention to it. But it is actually connected with the word mute. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like original Germans?
No. I mean the Russians. The Germans. I suppose the Germans don't care. I've already given you the example of the Italian language. So the Italians even don't call them Germans, yeah,
but yeah, isn't like we call them Utes because of the World War II? Ash, Hello?
Oh, wait, even though...
Ash! Ash! Hello, Ash! We lost connection to Ash. Ash, come out, come out. Come out wherever you are.
Man, even the Germans do not do that, don't you?
Oh.
And they don't care. So the way we speak... Yeah, something like... So that's saying...
Ash, you're like... I cannot hear you properly. I cannot hear you properly. I cannot hear you properly.
Roman Empire and slavery is not appropriate.
Okay, Ash...
I suggest we discard everything that sort of stems from...
Ash, can you even hear me? Okay, tell me if you can even hear me.
Yeah, I can't hear you. You can't.
Because...
I can hear you.
Okay, you have been breaking for a whole minute here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we heard a lot of...
The internet connection is the best.
We heard a lot of...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we just heard a lot of robot voice from you. Yeah, which means that you have been discovered as a robot.
Sorry. Beep boop.
Beep.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
So as I was saying, just a gist of what I was saying. Even the Germans don't call themselves Germans. Yeah, they call themselves Deutsch, and the country is Deutschland. So what I'm trying to say is that where Germania is actually of Latin origin, and we all remember that the Latin Empire, the Roman Empire, was actually a slave owning entity.
Yeah, at some point.
We can actually, I suppose, if we follow that track, we might easily come down to the decision to forbid all kinds of words taken from the Latin culture, taken from the Roman culture. I would like to see them try, because especially when it comes to English, it's so well incorporated that it is literally impossible.
That would be interesting, actually, to see.
I doubt whether anyone can get offended, really. If somebody is going to be offended, I'm going to spit in his face or her face, whatever. This is dumb, right?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of like... actually, excuse me for a second, I'll open the window again. I'm back. As I was saying, a lot of people just... I mean, I have been saying that, well, way before, and I'll say it again. A lot of people just... a lot of people just don't know what they are fighting for.
Yeah.
And in that sense, it would be interesting to see if they would be offended by the word mute. And it's like I can even justify it at some point. It's not like a very it's not like a clever justification, but I can give you an argument from the other side, so to speak.
Yeah.
I would say that Latin is not... it's not as relevant anymore as the World War II, which I believe where the term mute is originated from. Am I
No, much earlier.
No?
Much earlier. From what I remember, this way of calling any sort of tribes originated long ago. Actually, in tradition, Yemen's and Ute, was actually anybody who didn't speak language, the Russian language.
Mm.
They were called this way. Possibly after the Second World War, after this great patriotic war, I suppose that is where it's
I mean, I know that, but when did we start to call them Nemci?
We've always called them that way.
We always call them. Okay.
We never call them. I don't know. German. Well, Germanci is also a word in Russian language. It is quite widely used in linguistics. For instance, even a language family. Yeah, in English they call it Germanic, and we call them Germanska. Yeah, so by analogy. So this term actually exists, and some people. It is actually quite a rare thing, to be honest, but still, some people actually take troubles to configure their speech, and they start calling those people Germans. After all, I mean Germans. But those people are quite rare, a rare thing, to be honest. So. What I was saying, when Yangtze did not come from the Second World War, it had been there for centuries already.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. But anyhow, let's change the topic here.
Alright, it's getting heated, it's getting political.
Yeah, I don't want. I am not for that. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
What do I want to talk about also? I want to talk about the thing. Do you have anything to talk about, Ash?
Actually, in the beginning, talking about track 2 and
Megamind, of course.
Haven't been finished.
Megamind, of course. I remember now. But anyhow, let's start. How about you start us with Megamind? You are the expert on everything Megamind, as far as I know.
Let me think. Well, again, it dates back to my childhood. I've watched it a lot during my childhood, and I remember it quite well. Well, do I like it? Well, I suppose I do. To me, it is a little bit. Well, it seems to me a little bit provoking than this Despicable Me movie that came out just around the same time.
Yep.
Or possibly half a year later than earlier.
I think.
I remember which came first.
I think Megamind was later, actually.
Later, alright. I can't argue with it. Right, they came out pretty much at the same time, and raised more or less same, just in very similar specs. But And I suppose I like it a little bit more, even though the story of the villain becoming a hero is, well, how to call this? There was this good English word describing. No, let's call it banal. Not
How are we
not a
going to call it
groundbreaking,
again?
cutting edge.
Again?
Not a cutting edge one. This topic is not a cutting edge one. Not some revolutionary. But that's all right. On one hand, but still, I'm personally well. All right. I forgot what I was going to say. I liked actually the way they implemented it, the way they developed it. Yeah. This whole story about this Titan, yeah, about a regular person, quite a simpleton, pedestrian, regular man, who wants nothing from his life, the life of a woman, and well, possibly, except for his job, I don't know, becoming the strongest entity, at least around, yeah, at least in the vicinity of this metro city. Quite an interesting thing, less uncontrolled and lacking some seriousness, probably, when it comes to this character. But that is his conflict. That is his inner conflict. An interesting thing, I guess. Again, the movie had decent humor, not all the time, but it had some places. To be honest, the characters were, I suppose, they're right. I can't nitpick. No, it's opposite thing. I can nitpick about some minor problems they have, but overall, they're all quite more or less appealing and more or less plausible, more or less believable, and I could actually understand what they were striving for, and what their purpose. Yeah, what their purpose were. Sorry, what their purpose was in the movie. Yeah, I'm starting to actually have trouble speaking, I suppose. I'm talking to them already. So, I suppose I like this movie. I can't say that I have ever been in love with it, that I've ever been too interested with it. But still, it was alright. It was alright. Well, but now, not alright.
Okay. I suppose it is my turn to talk about the movie. Ooh, baby. I love the way. So, yeah, I've watched it recently, as I told you. And I have enjoyed myself while watching the movie. I like the soundtrack, I like the characters, I like the main villain, the main hero, the main everything. It's a nice film to revisit, actually. I have revisited it quite a few times. it was never a part of my childhood. In fact, I think I watched it when I was 17 for the first time. But I have been returning to it from time to time because it's very how shall I put it? It's very nice. It's very kind. It's you just have like this sort of pacing that you just want to return and watch everything again. A lot of films do not have that. I think I think the biggest films right now in Hollywood have like an abysmal pacing. For example, we have watched Star Wars, the newest trilogy, and all of it had a very terrible pacing, in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't like abysmal. It's nowhere near Harley Quinn the show, but it was very bad. And maybe it wasn't even the pacing's fault. I start to realize that maybe it was just the writing and the fan servicey nature of the movie. I don't like when movies do that. I don't like when movies try to be just fan service. But anyhow, I still think it's a great cartoon. I still think it's a very great animated feature. The only problem I had with it was I don't know, it's probably a little too simple for me. I mean, this story has been done before, and it has been done, well, not necessarily better, but more interestingly than Megamind, which is kind of translates to better actually, but whatever. And I don't know. I kind of would prefer if they play with the world a little bit. Dudesy asks us, do you see the resemblance between Markiplier and the Metro Man? Well,
I don't know who Markiplier is, but who's Metro Man?
Metro Man is the hero in the.
I thought the comparison was weird. I mean, Markiplier and Metro Man. I thought it was another streamer. Some way.
And by the way, in our translation, Metro Man has transformed into.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
I explained to Dudesy. In our translation, Metro Man has magically was translated to Macho Man.
I don't know why.
For no reason whatsoever. But Metro Man isn't Markiplier. Metro Man is obviously Elvis Presley. I mean, from the way he performs to the way he looks, from the his little Music Man arc, he obviously resembles the cool like king of the world, which Elvis Presley wasn't when was Elvis Presley popular? In the 60s, I think.
50s and 60s.
Yeah, 50s and 60s, because I think in 70s we already have Beatles. So yeah, they want to just create the archetype of the king of the world, sort of a guy who everybody loves and who everybody worships as a god. This is why they choose the Elvis. This is why they choose Elvis Presley as the prototype. I know that you know that I explained it to the Seabase.
Yeah, I understand.
Markiplier is just a guy with like hair, very weird hair. I don't know what else can we say about him actually. I'm not the biggest.
He is insanely popular.
He is. Oh yeah, he is popular. We can also say that. Cool. Who said that?
Well, Egg.
I mean,
Egg quite soon is going to actually need to create a co-stream. Markiplier is worried. Egg's Egg's audience is growing. The growth is actually gathering momentum every day. So soon enough, Markiplier is going to kneel before him.
Lucy says, "Thank you. I never knew about that before." Well, yeah, it's a common. Oh, Lucy is going to be right back. Okay, I'll tell my story later. But let me ask you, Ash, how do you like the stream so far?
Alright, I'm just having a small talk, a conversation, but I'm afraid my throat is a bit soaring already.
Oh.
Talk a lot.
Yeah, I know the feeling. And I mean, this is what I do every day, basically.
Yeah, I understand.
This is my life as a teenage streamer.
You're not a teenage streamer.
It's a joke about teenage robot.
You're not teenage. You're much older than that, old man. You're older than that, old man. Don't flatter yourself.
I'm not too old. Okay, let's not dive into this. Let's not dive into it.
Oh yeah.
I
just realized what you were going for.
Let's forget about this.
No, we can. We'll always be mindful. We'll always remain mindful. No, we will never spill the beans. The nature.
I don't think anybody will understand what we are parodying, but
anyone knows who Biden is.
You just had to say it. You just cannot. You just could.
I can't resist it. Can't resist.
But we will not go beyond that. We can.
If I will be lucky enough to restrain myself.
By the way, I have a question for you. Have you tried to search for a little bug in Big City?
Little bug. It's a bug in Big City.
Little Bug in Big City, the cartoon about some cockroaches fighting bugs.
I didn't know it was dubbed that way in English, to be honest.
I think I told you, didn't I?
Well, it appears I've forgotten completely. Completely sprang out of me. Don't tell me that I'll have to translate it too. Don't you tell me that, please.
I mean, it appears to be translated. I just tried to search for it online, and I couldn't find any English copy of it.
You mean Little Bug in the City?
Little Bug in the Big City. I mean, I still wouldn't play it online because it's definitely going to be copyright infringement claimed. My channel might be also striked because of that, but yeah, I'm not going to tempt the fate here.
Yeah. I found the poster. This is a disgrace. And the motto is even underdogs can win.
Aww.
Sure.
Really, I can win? Yay!
My God, this is so wrong. Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I'm going to stop drawing right here, because I feel like I'm starting to soar up from the... Yeah. I usually do a long drawing. I mean, long session of drawing, and my hands just start to soar up. So I'll just save it, and I'll stop recording. Boom. We can vibe a little here, unless you want to go.
I don't know. As Dutzy, are you here already?
Dutzy said he'll be right back, and...
Yeah, I understand, but maybe he's already back. He's already here, because 3 people are watching us right now.
Yeah.
2 people, one of them is me.
Which is not a bad line for me.
Oh, it's typical, yeah.
Especially considering that I have deleted Megamort. It's I think it just seized the traction from my channel. And now I have to create more original content, so people can watch.
Redrawing things from Warcraft.
You know what? This is an idea. I can just redraw it and redub it myself. I wonder if they can. I wonder if we can copyright claim me for tracing the art, for tracing the movement. I mean, it is tracing. I could not, in a good faith, call it a rotoscope. Because well, rotoscope is not exactly that. But I wonder if I can even do that. That would be interesting, I think.
Well, you can take a try.
Because even if I do that, it's not the original footage. I've traced all of the original footage, but it's not the original footage. I can also like add some mohawks on them. This would be kind of funny.
Yeah, should they?
I'm going to do something for the channel right now. So this is going to be something that I don't really need to do, but something that I really want to do. I'm just going to do this. But yeah, anyway. Would be interesting to do would be interesting to retrace it.
Yeah, why not? But hopefully no copyright claims will be submitted.
I'm also
lodged.
I also think about about what can I even add to my channel to make it more.
I can you shouldn't reverse the word order.
Vhat ikan.
Shut up.
Shut up, mate.
Shut up.
What can be possibly added to my channel? I'm thinking about like adding more. Oh, sorry, I just operate different. I operate different programs here. I think about adding more unfinished animations that I have on my computer, because God knows I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Have I shown you the one about the portal?
About the portal?
Yeah.
I guess you've sent me something like this in Discord, but I'm not sure.
I think I did, so... Oops. Cancel. Cancel, you cancelled. Boom.
Who are you trying to cancel? Another actor was convicted of.
I'm cancel the geometry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Moody, volatile bitch. This geometry should be cancelled. Finally, someone's cancelling it. It oppresses me.
Shush.
Oppresses me so much.
But anyhow, I think I'll just... Perhaps I'll add more animations to the channel.
Why not, if you have something?
Yeah, I have one, and I think like, hey, it could be my off-time project from the drawings and stuff. Especially...
Why not?
Especially since I don't have a lot of things to show. So far, my most popular video is Copywriter, I think, which is just me quoting the Batman Arkham Knight, the beginning. It's very stupid and...
I know, right?
The second one is Get Mad. The third one is One is One.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one.
That's one.
Yeah. That one.
By the way, even though I deleted my Megamort video, I still have 2 million views. Which is surprising to me. But I'll have that. So that means I am still I can still possibly be monetized. Because you have to like oh no, you don't have to have a lot of views, you have to have a lot of hours that people are watching you. And you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. What's the topic right now, Dudesy? The topic right now is we talking about my monetization and what content should I produce.
Content you should produce. Stop it, please.
I said, and the content I should produce.
Yeah, what content should I produce? That's what you said.
Oh, should I?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
This concept of reversed sentence order, reversed word order, where it is not required, confuses and infuriates me.
I got you.
No, you didn't. You do this once again, just to infuriate me.
I understand you do not.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, cockroach.
Good. Fuck you. Yeah.
Fuck you!
You said it like Samurai Jack. Fuck you.
Foolish samurai. But yeah, I think I'll add more unfinished animation on my channel.
Maybe you may add more finished animations.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm doing right now, I'm also doing the portal thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's not completely finished, but I'm thinking about like at least provide people with finished pieces of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like not the whole thing, but the little small pieces that I have made right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though it's not completely full, it's still an exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it will interest someone, I'm not sure. But I think it would be interesting, it would be nice.
For a person like you, who is responsible for drawing this girl from the Hotel Transylvania, and all other, let's call them popular pop culture girls, be able to.
You think I should add more girls to my...
No, you said.
I know.
Then I wasn't following. What you were saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
about exposure,
I
instantaneously.
I know.
Instantaneously triggered something.
I should. Oh, actually, guys from Raid Shadow Legends, hit me up. I'll draw you something.
Another Rule 34 fiction.
It doesn't have to be. I can draw them. I can draw them something. I don't know. I can draw something for this story, which is super.
I suppose they have their artists.
Yes. Oh, I mean they do, but like they can also pay me.
Well, actually, if we speak about that, you might start drawing something, some of the existing designs they have. Possibly at some point they might actually spot you on the internet and possibly offer you some place. Some job.
I'm thinking about like entering in our contest we have.
Why not?
I'm actually after we're going to draw Alandien. I'm going to enter the monthly contest that they have for Hearthstone. Yeah, it's basically a the topic of this particular contest is summer break. And it's going to be at least it's going to continue for at least in August. And well, we're obviously not finished with Alandien, but we have done a lot of progress. So I'm figuring I will finish her next week. I hope. And then I'm going to draw something on the topic. So this would be a good exposure to my art again. This is how... Well, again, I'm trying to think what could be trendy or popular with the viewer.
Alright, got you. Well, that's a thing of a point of appreciation, actually.
Appreciate?
At least trying to show yourself, prove yourself.
I mean, yeah, but you can only do like some things. For example, my content right now is not very popular. My original content.
It's soon enough. PewDiePie.
Oh yeah. I mean, PewDiePie continues to steal likes from my channel.
That's why you have so
few
views.
Yeah, and so few likes. Every like that I had has been stolen from my channel, and by PewDiePie, no less.
Personally.
PewDiePie, we have 3 viewers. One of them is Dutzy, then another one is AshFlame, and the third one, you guessed it.
The one that never responds and never likes anything in the chat. Oh my god. PewDiePie, you've been caught red-handed. Reveal yourself. Or else we're going to submit a claim. Just a claim to your suspicious activity.
You cannot hide your obsession with my content anymore, PewDiePie. It's obvious that we have been enemies for
arch nemesis.
Yeah. We like yin and yang of content.
Sure.
Of content creation. I mean, would you disagree? Yeah.
He's sitting somewhere in his studio with for some reason with an iron claw in his hand. He's petting a Snow White cat, and say, "I'll get you next time, Maggie, egg fat."
Inspector Eggy.
You're gonna get copyright played for this, aren't you? The song is not yours. It's not.
Oh, by the way, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard Sonic Underground theme?
You mean Sonic?
Sonic.
No, you mean Sonic. Like, the most underground thing about Sonic I know is Sonic.
You do not know about the existence of the show called Sonic Underground?
No.
Basically, it was a meme for my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have like a running gag about Crazy Frog here and Sonic Underground. I can actually. It is one thing that is not copyright claimed, as far as I know. I can play you the theme.
Alright.
I will sit in absolute silence while you hear it. Okay?
Alright.
I cannot show you the clips of the movie, just listen to the theme, please.
Okay.
Triplets born, the throne awaits. A seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children, separate. Bide your time, lie in wait. Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. The children grow, learn what's right. Leaders of the freedom fight. They seek their mother, she knows they do. Is it time if she only knew? Will the prophecy come true? Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground.
I long for my children.
I'm sorry for breaking the silence, but I hear nothing.
Oh, of course. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me...
I thought something was about to happen, but I didn't know when.
I was giggling silently while you did not hear anything. I'm not sure how to show it to you. Okay.
Okay, you can send it to me on Discord, I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right.
If all the rest very familiar.
Everyone heard it already on stream. You did not hear it.
But is it then? What the hell?
No, the female character does
my
not
God.
have a camel toe, by the way.
I guess she was just encouraging some children to lie down. And their mothers were urged to wait for something.
Their mother will be found.
Just found, alright. Alright.
Sonic Underground. Do you like Sonic Underground?
Confused.
Tell me about Sonic Underground, Ash.
Well, Sonic Underground.
Ash, I have to ask you.
Yeah.
Will the prophecy come true? Ash?
Is it something like, do you know the way? This sort of meme. Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Prophecy come to- Something like that.
But Ash, will the prophecy come true or not?
I don't know.
The correct answer would be Sonic Underground. They made it well, their mother will be found.
Was there really a series or whatever with this kind of intro?
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
I know nothing.
Let
familiar
me
with what's going on.
let me find you the best GIF out there.
Right?
It's about baby death, and this is the best GIF ever. Where is it? Where is it? Please, GIF.
Give it to me.
GIF.
Give it up. Give it all.
GIF animation. Oh, yes. Of course. Here you go. This is the most tragic death scene ever.
I don't know. This eyeball flying right at the screen is a bit creepy. Unsettling.
Yeah. This show was in 3D.
In 3D, but it's in 2D.
It's a joke.
Go to hell.
You dummy.
Give me a break from your jokes, please.
Screw you, Al. Love and
You
man.
just call me Al.
Yes, you're Al.
Bondi, hi hi.
Love and marriage.
By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I thought once during our conversation we were interested. We're interested about the name, or the original name of the rapper,
About
of this alter ego of the son family.
Married with Children?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was the original name?
Yeah. So it was the same.
Oh.
So just that. If I'm not mistaken, this was something. We were struggling to find it, but we were unable. If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it's just the same.
It was just what?
I mean, just the same. The same.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I knew that.
Now, who's searching for something? For his name or someone else's?
Oh, you mean the actor name or whatever? What are you talking about?
No. It was the name of the alter ego of some character in the series, in our adaptation of it. If I'm not mistaken, it was actually this Bods. Well, this rappers. This Bod's rapper's alter ego, this Grandmaster B.
Oh, you mean that?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what we're talking about right now.
Guys, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I couldn't have.
He couldn't help himself. He always does that.
Guys, sorry. Well, man, you invited me to this godforsaken stream.
Yes.
For me to talk, for me to literally open my soul to the audience, and now you're confusing me. You're a monster.
You don't have any soul, and you know it.
Well, you're a friend of mine. You could have pretended that I hadn't.
I'm a friend of yours now.
So you're not, alright?
I am not your friend. I am Dasha.
Oh my god! Stop it!
Okay,
Stop it! This is getting ridiculous. Well, let's just say it never ceased being ridiculous.
Yeah, it just now have started to be ridiculous. Before that, it was a perfectly clean stream for children.
Oh yeah, children are welcome.
And being married.
Sure. Oh my god.
Sorry.
What's my voice today?
Your voice is slightly changing.
Am I growing up? Am I growing up?
Yes.
Is it mutating? Is it changing with growth? But I thought I'm not 12 anymore. What's even 14?
You're not 12. You're that. Shush.
I'm 11.
No, you're Dasha.
Get out.
Hey, by the way, dear viewer, tell us about Sorry, gone for a minute. It's okay, Dutzy. It's okay. We're having. Just come back whenever you want.
You're the only one to watch this show anyway. Almost.
Yeah, and thank you for that. You've been a nice lad to us.
You're committed viewer. Thank you.
You've committed a. Okay.
Stop trying to make a pan, please.
Oh, do you also like have? By the way, Ash, do you also have a storm?
What?
Yeah, storm.
Storm. Oh.
Yeah.
I hear the thunder somewhere far away.
Yeah, me too.
But not too close for it to actually No. For it to actually threaten me. But as far as I remember, I've watched the weather forecast, and something like a thunderstorm was actually expected from the region.
Okay. But by the way, Ash, do you like Gangnam Style Simpsons parody?
Go to hell. Please.
Or do you like Homer Shake?
Go to hell. Will you?
The latter
Would you
one,
kindly?
the latter one was actually happening. I think I showed it to you, didn't I?
Yes, you have, and that is exactly why I'm urging you to shut up.
Go.
Please, no one is understanding what you're talking about.
Guys, if you want to entertain yourself, go and watch Homer Shake.
Don't. You don't do this.
Do this.
Trust me.
This
You shouldn't.
is the best thing ever.
No, it is not.
Yes.
No.
It's Homer parodying a Harlem Shake.
It is not worth checking out, guys. Trust me.
It's worth checking out if you're a decent human being.
No. Don't listen to him.
Listen to me. I am the war chief.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
I am a war chief of this channel.
Go to hell.
Screw you, L.
Yeah, he's calling me Elvin. Oh my god.
You're
Wow.
L. Bundy
Oh my god.
from
I'm so tired. Get out. Get out of here. This is my stream now. Get out.
This is my stream. My stream is amazing.
Oh.
Eh?
Oh
Eh?
my god.
You
Is
can
that from actual episode? I suppose the phrase "shut up, Al." might be, right?
I mean, I have seen some episodes to the completion, and most of them were season 1 episodes. I don't remember them saying "shut up, L," although I wasn't looking for it.
Well, it should be quite a common thing.
I would imagine, yes. Is that from actual episode? Oh, yes. Yes, it is, Ducey. It is from an actual episode. In fact, the thing about Homer Shake is that they have made this animation earlier just to be in time with the meme. And I think they still missed the Harlem Shake craze. This is amazing.
It is not. Clearly, it is not.
It is. It's.
No, it isn't.
Just watch Homer Shake. It will.
I have.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Dutzy. Dutzy, you should watch.
Dutzy, don't.
Dutzy, do.
Don't. Don't subject yourself to this kind of torture, please.
Dutzy, he's a madman. It's actually a.
Yes, I am. So are you.
Okay, we're the ancient skits.
In the beginning of the stream, at the beginning of the stream, you warned me not to make any jokes that would concern our reality. I mean, our Russian reality, our inside jokes, and now you're doing this for the 4th time already.
But
Or what? I
but
don't
this
know.
is
I've
the
lost
ancient
track.
skits. You cannot.
Why? Why? No.
Why, Lisa?
Oh my god.
This is
What's
not.
going on?
This is.
Shut down the stream.
This is
You're
not.
going crazy.
Hey, this is not a Russian joke, at least.
Well, I can't argue that, yes.
Oh, by the way, do you know about Birdemic?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so basically it was the film that well came out somewhere near the room, and was also like considered to be one of the greatest So Bad It's Good movies. And they did after that they did the second version. They did the sequel to Birdemic, there where they tried to be like funny, and it wasn't funny at all, because
Like someone was surprised by this.
I mean, it was because like they thought the most fun thing about Birdemic, the first one, was its editing. And the second one tried to make specifically bad editing, because they tried to be funny. And now the director of the original is making the third movie. Yeah. Which is interesting.
What it isn't? What?
Yes, it is.
What it isn't?
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
But do you like Homer Shake?
Who are you talking to?
Everyone.
I don't.
So you're not supposed to leave anymore.
Well, I doubt whether I have ever been supposed to live. If you are to kill me for
Go ahead.
not knowing, for not liking Homer Shake, yeah, it's unmerciful death.
I
At
will.
least I'll die fighting for something good, or against something completely.
I will kill you by showing you repeatedly Homer Shake.
How on earth can you repeatedly show it to me without my volition?
I can just restrain you.
What? You can't. What do you mean restrain me? You mean bind? Or what?
Bind.
It's not. Then it's not restrain. You can bind me, but restraining is something else.
I can soul bind your spirit to the Homer Shake.
You're insane, alright?
You will be trapped in the. How long is its clip? Like 20 seconds? You will be forever trapped in the 20 seconds clip of Homer Shake.
God. Good to him.
Do.
Sorry, I started speaking Russian with you. Go to hell.
Yeah.
I can't resist already.
It's because
too much.
it's because of the ultimate cringe that you're experiencing.
Oh my god. Ultimate, first of all, it's ultimate cringe. Yes, something close to that, I guess.
But
Pretty close.
would you do the Homer Shake if somebody asked
No,
you?
I would not.
Why not? I would.
Well, I would not.
Why
And
not?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, imagine this situation, okay?
No, I'm not going to imagine any
No, no, no.
situation.
Let's do
You're going
let's
to-
do a hypothetical. Why not?
No, I will not. My answer is no.
Okay, if a beautiful babe
It's definite no.
comes to you and says, "Hey, I find you quite hot. Can you do a Homer shake for me?"
No.
No,
No.
I would do it without even like.
You would do this without anyone asking you, alright?
Yeah.
You would do it just by your own volition. So,
I thought that you meant when you first said Homer shake. I thought you meant an actual shake, like a drink shake. No, 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 dude. See, this is like this is a Simpsons parody on Homer shake, on Harlem Shake, and this is like the best satire ever.
yeah, perfect satire. Satire for the modern society and pop culture. Pop culture, sorry. That literally is the finest representation of pop culture per se.
Okay, Ash.
Streaming for 3 hours already.
Yeah.
By
I have. Why do you want to finish here?
the way. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But
But I'm a little bit hungry, to be honest.
how about
Yeah.
we finish in a few minutes then?
Alright.
But before we do, would you like Crazy Frog to do a Homer shake for you?
What?
Okay.
Excuse me?
Okay, so you remember Crazy Frog, right?
Of course I remember Crazy Frog. It's hard to forget something like that.
We quite often remember Crazy Frog on this stream.
Why? Why would you?
Okay, so one time I did a stream where I have been drawing stuff by requests in the chat, and Dutsi asked me to draw a Crazy Frog, and we kind of ran out with it as a meme.
So you've drawn it or not?
I've drawn Crazy Frog's wife.
Oh my god.
I can even show you that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. 1 second.
Am I obliged to see something like this or not?
It was called Stupix. I'll show it on stream. Yeah, where she is. 1 second. We just have to. You just have to. Yeah, here she is.
What's wrong with her?
She's she's this is already past of Crazy Frog's career, so she's kind of a low life right now, as you can see. Yeah, she's completely drunk, and she doesn't want to see her husband anymore because they married when Crazy Frog was popular. But now the Crazy Frog popularity has ceased, and now she cannot stand him because she didn't know that that this can happen. She just thought that she would marry like a very popular guy, and they haven't spoke to each other before. Well, almost did not spoke to each other before, and
Not speak.
Speak.
You know what you're asking for. Didn't you?
And they started to fight. And after that, they kind of like they continue to have this very toxic relationship between themselves.
Perfect. You've made up an entire story, an entire tragedy. Have you heard about the tragedy of the crazy frog the was?
A frog,
The Dark Frogs the crazy.
Do you guys believe
You
in?
started speaking Russian as well.
Do you guys believe in Simpsons prediction, Ash, Eggy? The only time I remember Simpsons predicting anything was Trump's presidency, and even then it was like a few years before the actual Trump's presidency. So no, I don't really. Do you?
I'm actually quite skeptical about this whole prediction theme. This famous, how do you call him, seer, or whatever, Nostradamus. Possibly you've heard about him. In Russia, his
can you pronounce it more clearly for me?
What?
What were you talking about?
Can you hear me or not?
Heard about what?
Heard about Nostradamus.
Oh, Nostradamus. Yes.
Yeah. So this kind of thing. So this man was actually this man was said to predict a great deal of real-time events, but after all, it all came up. It all was limited by some vague verses, which in some way, which could be interpreted as something remotely resembling real events. I believe the situation is the same. Those predictions are of no value, of no practical value, until they actually happen. So, in case something like this happen, we will not be able to tell whether those are predictions or not. So,
I mean,
first of all, that is the problem, and second of all, like, I'm not into this topic that quite much. I mean, about the Simpsons. I've heard that they allegedly have predicted something, but I don't remember what exactly. So I can't evaluate this whole thing properly.
The only thing I can remember them predicting is, as I said, Trump's.
That I remember, but there have been some other things actually. It was said that at some point they predicted Schwarzenegger's governorship in California, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
So it has to be checked out, or at least, I should at least read something about this to actually make a proper conclusion. Maybe they have predicted something.
They actually have predicted the Harlem Shake, Homer Shake.
Get lost. You lousy.
No good. I'll help you out. I'm lousy, no good, low life, meme machine.
You're an idiot. Just admit it.
What's the difference?
I suppose there is.
And by the way, they also have kind of predicted the Greece crisis.
Yeah, you should, I suppose. Yeah. Greek.
I said Greek.
I said Greece.
Oh yes, I said Greece. Greek.
Crazy.
Yeah, they predicted the Greek crisis. Well, sort of.
Mhm.
It was still very vague. But yeah, it's basically not a very. Simpsons were never a very good predictors, and they don't have to be. They're just a silly cartoon about a family of yellow people doing random stuff. It's
You mean
the
Chinese? Oh, sorry.
Shash.
No. Sorry.
Um, it's the ridicule. It's ridiculous that people tend to believe of them as like real predictions.
Mhm.
Because again, you practically can predict anything if you just point randomly, keep pointing fingers on someone. It's nothing. It's nothing amazing. I mean, I can say that the next election in then Macron will lose the next election in France.
Mhm.
How about that? It's just maybe it will happen, maybe it will not. I mean,
Well, it's actually a conclusion based on some existing facts, existing information. So
I mean, yeah, but would you call me would you call me a wise predictor if my prediction was true?
no,
Well, that's
because
my point exactly.
we all have it. We all have it coming. Actually.
My point exactly. It's just not. We shouldn't hold Simpsons to this stupid ridiculous pedestal of like predictors of the future.
Yeah, that's true.
You are my friend.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
You're Dasha.
It's fifth time.
I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to figure out if people are going to just not necessarily to understand, but to just assimilate our local memes into into their culture.
How can they possibly assimilate them if they don't understand them at all?
How do people do that every day?
I mean, they don't just.
Oh
The
yeah,
funny thing about it
of
is
course
that
they don't. Of
is
course they
what
don't.
its reference is actually. What this reference is actually to. I doubt whether they're going to assimilate it.
Really, like, I can remember a lot of things just come out of the thin air.
Well, I'm not. But this. Well, speaking of thin air.
Well, so what?
It has to be. It has to be some wider audience than our.
I mean, why do you think like a lot of memes just became popular? Do you believe like Rage comics has have been popular before? I don't think a lot of people who were posting like troll face in 2000s knew about Rage comics. It didn't have to be well, I guess it had to be popular, but it didn't have to. You didn't have to.
The meaning of it was pretty much comprehensible.
So what?
But with this one, it is not. So what is that? What is this word, Dasha? What is it? How are they supposed to know this? How are they supposed to use it? just randomly.
Just randomly,
squeeze
yes.
into their speech.
A lot of memes are random.
Yes, but at least there is something about this. Even the element of randomness brings this lack of expectation, I suppose. And that's why it is funny. But with this one, literally no one is going to understand it.
I mean,
you can equally just squeeze any random combination of noises like this, just in anywhere.
Yeah, people do that.
Yes, they do, but there has to be some, I suppose, either background or additional meaning to it.
If people will add additional meaning to "I'm not a X, I'm a Dasha," it could go anywhere. I mean, it's a meme culture. People in meme culture don't tend to think a lot. I mean, we are talking
about not become a meme.
I mean, we have been talking about Harlem Shake before.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody remembers where it came from.
Now, no. But no one remembers Harlem Shake either right now.
So what? It still was a meme.
Sort of.
Well, I guess it can catch on. Huh?
I'm still rather skeptical.
Do.
Go to hell.
Screw you,
I'm
Al.
leaving you. Al. Go to hell. You disgust me. You
disgust me.
Silly. You. I hate you.
Are you...
Get lost.
Go to past? Samurai Jack? Oh. We need to call him again. Because he thought it would be funny to just hang up. Boom, boom, boom. Damn it. Come on, Ash. Answer. I guess Ash is not going to answer us today. Oh well. But anyhow, I think we can stop the stream here actually, because I'm done and I obviously do not think straight anymore. This was a very long stream for me. Okay, here's Ash is in the comment. Ash is in the comment section. So yeah, this is the end of the stream. I think we'll just hang up here. Ash, say goodbye to the viewers, please, for me. Ash, say goodbye to the viewers, please. You have defeated me, but please say goodbye to the viewers. Oh, answer the call. Okay. Hello?
Hello, yeah, sorry. Sorry for my...
Uh-huh. You better be.
That's what I was trying to deliver. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, and the viewers also can hear you. So I'm planning on finishing right now because
Yeah, I guess it's time.
Mhm.
Yes, it's time. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for staying tuned for some reason.
Mhm.
I hope you still. Well, how to call this? I'm sorry that we wasted 3 hours of your precious time, guys.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyhow, I think Ash will appear later someday.
Probably.
Yeah. So I'll just finish with my traditional speech. If you like those kind of streams and you want to see more, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all these good things because they help us to grow. This being Ash and Eggfet, I say goodbye to Dudesy and to the lovely people who are still watching us. Ash.
Yes, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Yeah.
For
Uh,
staying tuned.
yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. The stream is over. Eggfet out. Boom boom.
Goodbye. Take care.
Whew.